Good. Now let's go to the third part of the lesson. I click on this back arrow again and go to the previous page of the website. Let's start a new project. Click on New Project and name the project as Project 7C. Click on the Create button here. Now you have entered the project. Now we are going to create a storm distance calculator. By this, we can know how far the storm is. For this, we need 4 variables as thunder, lightning, distance and counter. Let's create these variables first. I click Variables and click the Make a Variable button. The name of the variable is given as lightning. Now let's click the OK button. For the next variable, click the Make a Variable button again. Give the name of this variable as thunder and click the OK button. Click the Make a Variable button once more and give the name of this variable as a counter. Now click the OK button. One more variable is needed, so I click the Make a Variable button again. Give the name of this variable as distance and click the OK button. Now at the beginning of this project, the values of lightning, thunder and counter variables need to be 0. For that, drag a set distance to 0 code block under variable into the onStart code block. Let's change the name of this variable here to lightning. Drag a set distance to code block under variables like this. Let's change the name of this variable to thunder. Once again, drag a set distance to 0 code block under variables here and change the name of the variable to counter. Next, when button A is pressed, is needed to be recognized as lightning, and when button B is pressed, it needs to be identified as thunder. First, let's create the code for pressing button A. I'm dragging an on button A pressed code block under input here. Now let's drag a set distance to 0 code block in variables into this code block. Click on the arrow in front of distance and select lightning. The value is changed to 1. Let's drag the show icon code block under basics again like this. I will select this icon for light. Next, in the same way, let's create the code for pressing button B. I'm dragging an on button A pressed code block under input here. Click the arrow in front of button A and select button B. Now let's drag a set distance to 0 code block in variables into this code block. Click on the arrow in front of distance and select lightning. Let's drag a set distance to 0 code block in variables again into this code block. Click on the arrow in front of distance and select thunder and change the value to 1. Let's drag the show icon code block under basics again like this, and I will select this icon for thunder. Okay, now let's calculate the distance for the storm. First of all, it is necessary to check whether it is lightning or thunder. In the case of lightning, the value of the lightning variable will be 1. Also, during thundering, the value of the thunder variable should be 1. For that, an if code block under logic is dragged into this forever code block. Drag a code block with the equal sign in the logic for the condition. Let's connect a lightning code block under variables to the left side of the equal sign and give 1 to the right side. In the case of lightning, the value of the counter variable needs to increase by 1. For that, let's drag a change distance by 1 code block in variables into this if code block. Click on the arrow in front of distance and select the counter. Next, you need to check if there is a chance with thunder. For this, in the forever code block, another if code block under logic is dragged below the first if code block. Drag a code block with the equal sign in logic for the condition. Let's connect a thunder code block under variables to the left side of the equal sign and give 1 to the right side. If it is a case with thunder, we need to calculate the counter and the distance based on that. For that, let's drag a set distance to 0 code block in variables into this if code block. Click on the arrow in front of distance and select counter. For the value, let's connect a code block with the division sign under math. A counter code block under variables is connected to the left side of the division sign and 1000 is given to the right side. Okay, now you can use this counter value to calculate the distance. For that again, let's drag a set distance to code block under variables into this if code block. I am going to drag a Thunder code block under math here. For 0 here, let's connect a code block with the multiplication sign under math. A counter code block under variables is connected to the left side of the multiplication sign. Let's give 340 to the right side of the multiplication sign. Okay, now we have finished calculating the distance to the stone. Look at this code. In the case of Thunder, the value assigned in the counter variable is divided by 1000 and assigned to the counter variable. Next, to calculate the distance, the value of this counter variable is multiplied by 340 and rounded to the nearest whole number. The round code block did the rounding in that way. Okay, now what is left is to display the distance of the stone. For that, I drag a show string code block under basics into this if code block. I think the stone is, it would be better if the distance was displayed along with the text distance away. Because several word paths need to be joined, a join code block under text in advanced is connected to this show string code block. After removing the word hello, I type within inverted commas, storm is colon. Here, let's connect a distance code block in the variables to the next blank. Click this plus mark and add another blank. Here, within inverted commas, let's type meters away. Okay, storm distance calculator has been created. Click the play button here and press the A button if it's lightning and B button if it's thundering and see how far the storm is. Also, you can run this project through the microbit device and watch the output. If you made it in this way, you little ones are very talented. If you want to share this project, click the second share button on the upper right side of the interface and click on the publish to share button. Now you can copy and share this link. To send your creation to me, send it to the WhatsApp number note7681252244. Tell your friends also about the creation you made. Send it to me and also send it to your friends to see this app. And one more thing, you too join the DP Coding School Telegram group and try to be the DP Code Champ Best of the Week once every week. For that, keep in touch with us. And one more thing, join our DP Coding Club and now you can start a DP Coding Club in your school as well. We are ready to give you all the guidance for that. If you want to start a DP Coding Club in any school where computer labs are available, make a request through the principal to the email address info@dpcc.lk. Let's meet with another interesting lesson through DP Coding School. Have a nice day.